What's up guys, it's Sand Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we'll be going over the One Piece Film Red Blitz battle. So I actually did forget that this Blitz battle was coming up, so I had to scrape together some teams. Didn't realize it was going to be as hard as it was, because you kinda almost practically need some of the new recruits to complete this Blitz battle, but I have none of them, so I had to think my way of getting around these debuffs and everything. It's a pretty annoying Blitz battle. I won't say it's like hard, but it's pretty hard actually. So in this video, we're going to be going over two teams that I've made. I've only managed to be able to do two. Had some other ideas for other teams, but they just didn't work out as I wanted them to. So I have two teams for you guys today. So we're going to go over these teams right now. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, starting out with this first team, I'm going to be looking at a Yamato and Uta team now. So for stage 3, what's going to happen is Brook and Chopper are going to show up with 3 million health each, and they're going to give you unfavorable slots, normal attacks only, 2-turn slot locks, and Brook's going to apply in the turn damage debuff. Now the slot locks are kind of annoying because if you go past turn 1 with Chopper, he's going to give you super block slots, and you get to keep those for the next 2 turns, so that kind of sucks. So we gotta defeat these guys like immediately. So for this team here, we're gonna be using the Rob and Jinbe, who are boosted on this this battle, and they're going to use their super swap to give us a full border matching slot, so we can actually get around both of these mini bosses right here. So for stage 4, which is probably the most annoying part of this whole Blitz battle, is that there's 2 versions of stage 4. So for this version, we have Nami, who is going to have 10 million HP. She's going to give herself 3 turns of defense up and defense not immunity. She's going to give herself a 3-turn, 3 perfect hit barrier, 5 turns paralysis for us, 6 turns of despair, and 5 turns of special bind. So it's a lot to deal with. But as you can see, we're going to be using the Black Maria Ray recruit and the Chop Ray recruit to get around the debuffs there. And then we're going to use Uta special to give us the attack or boost. That's going to be like the progressive thing that she does. We're going to get an attack and or boost in the next stage, which is actually pretty important. Then we're going to use our super class special to give some of our cerebral units some stat boosts, whatever. It's a pretty solid build actually for this team. Before we get to the last stage here. Now here I could have used Yamato's what's a special, but I decided not to, just for the fact that I just didn't want to waste a chain boost on this stage. And that'll be significant when we get to the next stage here. So just talking about it briefly, for the next stage, we have Luffy, who's going to change into a Sai unit. He's going to have 40 million health. That's a lot of health to deal with. But he's going to give us attack down. He's also going to lower our attack if we are below a 2.0 chain, which is why I didn't want to use Yamato's special there yet. So it's really annoying to get around, especially since he does give us chain down for 5 turns too. Now the other thing he does is give us block, tandem, and recovery slots. So if you already have tandem recovery, he's not going to change those. So it is kind of wise to probably like come into the stage with tandem or recovery slots, or have slots that can't be changed, or changed all the slots into something else. So it's, like I said, it's pretty significant that we didn't use the Yamato special in the last stage, because now we have a chain boost for this stage. And one other thing to point out, if you use an orb boost on this stage, you get all your effects blown away. So that's why we're using Uta special here. We're using both teams here for Uta because she does give the orb boost on like 3 consecutive turns, so that's pretty good what her special does. With all this, we should be able to KO Luffy here. Alright, now for the next team we're going to be looking at, it's going to be the YamaAce and Uta team. Now I did actually pull YamaAce in this Sigil Fest, so that's pretty good right there. And they're actually not that bad for an Uta build. The only problem being is that Ace is a free spirit and shooter character, which doesn't get boosted by Uta at all. Yamato does though. So for this team here, we're just going to be using the switch abilities of YamaAce to give us the chain boundary effect, and then we're going to use Bonnie special to give us a full border of recovery slots, and that she'll count those as matching, which is pretty good because we can actually keep some of these slots for the next few turns, and they will not get changed by Luffy on the last stage. And with this, we should be able to kill both of, if not, we have to take a turn, which is fine. So stage 4, this time we get Robin. So what Robin's going to do is she's going to basically the same thing sort of as Nami did. There's a little typo there. It's supposed to be 3 turns of defense up for her too, and defense out immunity, the 3 perfect hit barrier. She's also going to bind her captain for 6 turns after sockets. But the YamaAce captain ability kind of just avoids that completely. She's also going to special reverse us, but the Yuta actually does reverse that for us. It's just also going to burn us for a few turns, for 5 turns, for 10k per hit, which is really terrible. If you don't have enough health, you can't really hit all perfects. But with Uta's special, I think Uta's special was the one that healed me. If not, then I just got healing back from the recovery slots on the last stage. Okay, yeah, it was Uta's special that healed me. Okay, cool. So if you have some kind of healing special, you can actually avoid the burn in a sense. If you don't, you might want to have to get rid of the burn like manually. So that's kind of a downside right there. As you can see last stage, we used the Dofi special to get rid of the defense up there. So on this stage, we're going to use basically the rest of our specials here to get rid of the debuffs and buff ourselves to kill Luffy in this stage here. We're going to use the Treasure Map Luffy INT unit to get rid of the attack down for us. It's also going to get rid of the block slots for us too on the YamaAce and the Nami Usopp. Now the Nami Usopp's here just because they have the color affinity boost from the special for cerebral and shooter characters, which does boost Uta, so that's pretty good for damage output right there. The other thing Nami Usopp can be used for, if you have them and don't know how to build a team with them, their switch ability actually does get rid of Bind and Despair by 2 turns after you super swap them. So that's just a little like neat note right there to take to account right there. But that's really it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.